small town of Busca in northwestern Italy is the venue for the third Grand Prix of the 2016 FIM Supermoto World Championship, as well as the third round of the S2 Europeans. In S1, Thomas Charret arrives as the World Championship leader with an 18-point advantage over Mark Reiner-Schmidt, while in S2 it's the former European champion Peter Vorlacek who leads the way, winning every round so far this season, so they will both be looking to keep their winning streaks alive. It's a short start straight here at Busca, down into turn 1, a 90-degree left, up briefly onto the fat side of the tyre before heading into turn 2, a 180 right. Again, another short straight into turn 3, and immediately we're into the off-road part. Right-left combination, over a small tabletop jump, and then into the next 180 right, and you can see there's a choice of lines there, inside, outside, and the same in the next left-hander, another 180 left, inside, outside, into a wave section, under the bridge, and then at the end of this straight, we're back onto the asphalt, into the left-hander. A long sweeping left-hander it is too. Up onto the fat side again, braking hard into this right-hand turn. Down the longest straight on the circuit, all the way out to the left, and then we cut across to the infield part of the racetrack. Short straight there, into a left. Again, another short straight in the opposite direction, back out of the infield onto the main racetrack. Be careful on the gas there, as you saw Kmart just lighting up the back end. Through the right, another short straight, another quick right, and then into this left here. Exit there, through this left, short straight, and into the final turn, 180 right, and then we're back on the start-finish straight. That's a lap of this circuit here in Busca. After taking his first race win of the season in Race 1, Diego Monticelli was looking to make it a double moto victory on home soil. But would the S2 Championship leader Peter Vorlacek have something for him in Race 2? Devon Vermeulen, Lorenzo Promutico and Milan Sitniatsky rounded out the top 5 in Race 1. This is Race 2, and heading down into the first turn, it is the yellow 202 of Peter Vorlacek with the whole shot. Diego Monticelli right there on board with him in second, challenging for the lead early. Vorlacek though into the off-road section, and a little bit of bar banging going down, and that is Stanbeck going down. So Stanbeck hitting the deck early on in the race. He was in 7th as well. Vorlacek, Monticelli, Promutico and Joan Lados, the Spaniard, they top 4 as they swing through that long sweeping left-hand turn. Vorlacek taking a long look over his shoulder, trying to get his head down as he tries to make an early break at the head of the field. Looking good so far for the rider from the Czech Republic. Back onto the home straight then. Vorlacek, Monticelli, Promutico, Lados. All clean at the head of the field. Here's Promutico. He's in third place. Looking good, having a good season actually this year, but the battle for the lead between Voracek on the 202 and Monticelli in second on the TM. Looking desperate now to find his way past the yellow machine of Voracek. Oh, tried to go down the inside. That is one of the favoured areas on this racetrack. Will he make it happen down into turn one? Looks like he's making the pass. And he goes through. So the 68 of Monticelli is the new race leader on lap 4. Take a look at it again here. On board with Monticelli as he passes Voracek down the start straight into turn 1. And another angle here. An easy pass in the end. Back into the off-road part of the track, and Voracek looking for a way around the outside. Well, that's a brave move. Monticelli just running in wide enough, gave him enough space. And already Monticelli now starting to pull clear, and actually Voracek coming under pressure. Oh, well, is that Stanbeck? Stanbeck making up time. So Stanbeck and Severa battling their way through. They're 14th and 15th now. Stanbeck, of course, fell on the opening lap in the early part of the off-road section. Monticelli, Voracek, Promutico, Lados, Fabrizio Bartolini all going past our ground cam as we pick up Stanbeck once more around the outside of Alessandro Aznica. That's for 13th place. Monticelli, though, feeling at home here. At home in first position, just like he was in race 1. But look at this battle here for second. Voracek under pressure now from Promutico, Lados and Bartolini on the 110 joining the party in 5th place. This one going all the way, it seems. A little bit further down, though. We've got more riders battling away. Here's your race leader. There you go, Monticelli. There's Voracek, Promutico on the 256, Lados, Bartolini. And now Milan Sitniatski in there as well on the 121. So this one is starting to intensify. Oh, and who's that gone down? That's the 96. Going down there. So obviously trying to pick himself up. That was Kivers, who's in one position there. He's about for third. Promutico, Lados, Bartolini. And down the inside. Oh, I thought the number 17 was going to dive down the inside there. Severa. Oh, and Stanbeck getting it from all angles and dives down the inside. Oh, a little bit of grass tracking going on there. Taking absolutely no prisoners there whatsoever. Jay Smith getting nudged well and truly aside on the final lap. But the final turn, though, for the race leader. And it's Monticelli who wins race 2. What a great win that was. A double moto victory then for Diego Monticelli. Overall classification, Monticelli wins for the first time this year. Not one race, but 2 takes the overall victory from Voracek and Lorenzo Promutico. First time on the podium for the Italian. Here is the podium then. Promutico third, as we said, his first ever podium. Voracek second, and Diego Monticelli for his first race win of the season. But the red plate still belongs to Peter Voracek, the S2 championship leader. Let's hear from a winner. Well, I'm coming back after Albaida, where I injured my shoulder. It was just 1 month ago, so I wasn't sure about my return. It was a perfect weekend because I got the pole position on Saturday, and then I won the 2 motos. It was very tough, especially after the injury, but we did it. Of course, I'm very happy with how things went this weekend. So the European Championship standings look like this then. Voracek on 141, Milan Sitniatski is next, then Promutico, Busai and Kevin Fagra. They are your top 5 as we head to round 4 in Poland. It's a hot sunny day here in Busca, and in the morning practice sessions it was Pavel Kamar who was setting the pace. However, when it came to the Super Chrono session, it was business as usual for a certain rider on a TM. Well, Thomas Scherer will once again start from pole with a 1:18.092. Pavel Kamar alongside him was just 3/10 behind, with Mark Rayner-Schmidt in third. Row 2 is headed up by Lucas Holbacher after qualifying fourth. David Jimenez and Lionel Derrida were 5th and 6th. Start of S1, race 1, and is it the blue TM on the left or the right? Well, it's the one over on the far side, number 41. Mark Rayner-Schmidt with a whole shot, and Thomas Scherer getting pushed back to third immediately by Pavel Kamar as we go on board here with Lucas Holbacher down the inside of Derrida. I think they might have banned bars there. Yes, just a flash of either front tyre or a boot there. I think Derrida might have come off worse in that particular exchange, but leading the way out of the off-road section is Mark Rayner-Schmidt. Kamar second, Scherer taking a long look over his shoulder in third. Looking to see exactly what kind of gap he has. Wasn't the best start for the four-time champ, riding number 4. But the top 3 trying to make a break for it early on here. Through the penultimate turn into the final corner. Slight mistake there from Kamar. Back end gets out on him, and is that enough? Yes, it is, for Thomas Scherer to make the pass. Gets himself up in the second. Kamar now in third. Into the off-road section. Look how close it is between the top 2 at the moment. Mark Rayner-Schmidt and Thomas Scherer. They're leading the way, starting to pull clear of the 71 of Pavel Kamar. Might just need to get some more heat in those tyres. Perfect conditions though here at Busca. There's Rayner-Schmidt. There is Scherer. A little bit of a gap look, not too much. 71 of Kamar right there. Right, Thomas Scherer, will he try to make a move down the inside? Not quite close enough into turn 1. Never one to charge it down the inside though, if he absolutely has to. Back into the off-road section. Schmidt leads, 41. Scherer second. Oh, nicely done there as he got over the ridge. Lifted up on the front end. Oh, and he is down the inside. Thomas Scherer tries to go defensive, gets back online, takes a look over his shoulder as well, and he realises Mark Rayner-Schmidt was right on the gas, got into the slipstream briefly, and he regains the lead. So the 4-time champ here, Scherer, really being tested. Kamar, he's also ready in the background, number 71, ready to pick up the pieces. Should the leaders... Oh, very close from Scherer in that second position. A little bit further back though. The fight for 7th, Gabriele Gianola and Lionel Derrida on the 5 and the 2:13 there. The Belgian, he was the guy that went down. Just got into the rear of Holbacher at the start of the race. Gianola must have made a mistake there, because Derrida now in 7th position, but back up front, battle for the lead continues. Schmidt and Scherer this time is close enough, down the inside, hard on the brakes. Will there be another response? Yes, there is immediately. Mark Rayner-Schmidt back in the lead again. Thomas Scherer not used to this kind of action and confrontation. Oh, the back end gets out on the number 4 as well. Scherer goes down, loses 2 positions to Kamar and Holbacher. Suddenly, Scherer going from a challenge for the lead down into 4th place, and has now got a lot of work to make up. So Schmidt has a nice bit of breathing space now on the number 41, the Gasoline TM. There's Kamar going through. He's in 2nd place. Well, our race leader, Mark Rayner-Schmidt, it's his first year in S1GP. He's never won an S1 race. The rookie looking to change that here. But Kamar and Holbacher starting to drop back a little bit. There's the number 4 of Thomas Scherer. He's in 4th place. How much has that dented his confidence, if at all? There's Jimenez going through. There's Scherer. Back in the... Oh, you can see Holbacher. Well, there's David Jimenez. 21, the Spaniard, all on his own in 5th place. Having a lonely ride on the Grau Suzuki machine. Here's Mark Rayner-Schmidt. Oh, he can't relax, look. Kmart right there, he's still a threat in second. There's Holbacher in third, and look at number 4, Thomas Scherer. He's definitely closing in. So all of a sudden, we've got 2 battles going on here, one for the lead and one for third. Because look how much ground Thomas Scherer, number 4, the second rider in shot, has made up on Lucas Holbacher on that white Husqvarna, riding number 72. Thomas Scherer, that's where he made that mistake, as he challenged Schmidt. But there they go, the leaders, the top 4. Rainer Schmidt, Kmart, Holbacher, Scherer. Holbacher taking no chances, holds a nice tight line through the off-road, and again, through that long left. Scherer still pushing on in the background. So the battle definitely heating up now at the head of the field. Rainer Schmidt, how much more of this can he take? We've only got 3 or 4 laps to go. Got his head down, so too has Kmart. Oh, and Holbacher takes a look over his shoulder, goes to the left, defends the line, and does enough to stay there, but for how much longer? Ah, back marker moves out of the way, allows this battle for third place to go through. Thomas Scherer, he knows he needs to get on the podium at least if he's to have a chance at taking the overall Grand Prix victory here today. But look at the battle here, Schmidt and Kmart. About 2 seconds clear of Holbacher and Scherer. Scherer, will he make a move around the inside? Yes, he does. That is one of the other favoured places on the track, as seen there from Holbacher. Got a nice line into the off-road section. Look how much he gains on Thomas Scherer as he goes through there. So Scherer now in third. There's Kmart going through in orange, just ahead of them. And he's closing. Is he making a move? Yes, he is. He takes Rainer Schmidt wide. He has to lock up on the binders. Gets nudged wide. And look how defensive he's going, Kmart. Oh, it almost takes the front wheel away from Mark Rainer Schmidt as they charge into that bottom right-hander. Still leads the way, though. Timed it absolutely perfectly. Still there in 5th, though, David Jimenez. Still out on his own as well. Still having a lonely ride. Oh, look how close the battle is now. The top 4 absolutely locked together. Here's Holbacher. He's got the 3 leaders ahead of him. Thomas Scherer closest to him in 3rd. Rainer Schmidt next, and then Kmart. Kmart it is, 71, who leads the way. Gets good drive through the off-road section, so too does Thomas Scherer. So the 2 TMs giving chase to the KTM. The orange machine, number 71. They're all looking menacing. Thomas Scherer looking like he wants to make a move, but it's Mark Rainer Schmidt down the inside of Kmart. Oh, and now that was in the final turn, and it's going to be Schmidt just hanging on there. And I think Kmart gets 2nd. We'll have to confirm that, and Scherer 3rd, Holbacher 4th. Official confirmation, Mark Rainer Schmidt wins his first race in S1. Kmart it was in 2nd, Scherer 3rd, Holbacher 4th. Jimenez was 5th in the end. Wow. We can't wait for race 2.
I'm really happy to stay here in Busca for the next round of S1GP. I'm really happy to stay in my team. It's for me like a family. We work hard for this season. Last year the European champion was for me my highlight in my life. And now in S1GP it's not very easy for me because Thomas Scherer and some other riders are very strong riders, but for me it's possible to win some races this year, I think. The first it will be here in Busca, I hope. And I train hard and my team and me work very hard for this success, and it's very important to make no mistake about the complete race and stay in front of Thomas and push hard. I like the track really. I was tested here before 1 month and the time was very fast, and also the setup from the bike, suspension, the engine, all was perfect in this time. Also my body condition is very good and I think it's possible to win here on this Sunday. The bike is the same than last year. It's from TM, and we changed the wheel system. Now we try Faber, perfect for me. And also we make some experiments with the brake. In this moment we brake with Fischer brake. It's perfect for me for the feeling in off-road. I can be very fast in off-road and also on asphalt. And the other parts are the same than last year. And I'm very happy about this season, and I like it.
The lights go out, S1 race 2, and the two guys down the inside, but it's Scherer. This time sweeps across Kmart and the 41 of Mark Renner-Schmidt on board here with Holbacher once again. Oh, almost into the rear wheel of the number 41 there. There's Lionel Derrida. He's in 7th place on the 2-1-3. Keeps it upright through there this time around. And out of the off-road section, Scherer, Kmart, Schmidt, Holbacher. Jimenez just a little bit further back already in that 5th place. There he is, a flash of orange and yellow. Oh, and the 111 there, Giacomo Sbriafico, the Italian going down as Scherer looks to distance himself from Kmart, Schmidt, Holbacher. Jimenez just already losing further ground early on in race 2. There's a battle between Kmart and Schmidt. They're 2nd and 3rd in the race. Holbacher, much better start this time around. He's got those two right in his sights as well, but for how much longer? And you can see already he's starting to fade back. But this, a very interesting battle between Kmart and Schmidt. And of course, if Schmidt finds his way into 2nd and Scherer wins this race, of course, Schmidt will take the overall victory. So Scherer will be asking of a favour from the 71. Pavel Kmart. Thomas Scherer down the back straight. All by himself. Kmart swinging through in 2nd. Here is Sorin Trestaru, 176. He's in 10th place. Scherer, though, looking good at this stage of the race. And you can see the gap that has already opened up over his two nearest rivals, Kmart and Mark Renner-Schmidt. Just getting his head down, getting on with the job at hand. The team test here quite a lot during the season. There is Gabriele Gianola and Jose Luis Hernandez. They're 8th and 9th. As we go back a little bit further, Lionel Derrida, he's in 6th place. David Jimenez still there on his own in 5th, just like he was in Moto number 1. A little bit quiet this 2nd race. Oh, hello. Somebody making a move. Sbriafico passing Trestaru, that's for 10th place. So making up for the mistake he made earlier. All right, here's Holbacher, 72. He's in 4th position, already lost to 3 leaders ahead of him. And we're on board with Holbacher right now in that 4th place. Gives you some idea as to how loose the ground is, how hard it is. The rocks you don't normally see from far away cameras. Not a great deal of urgency there either. Easy on the gas, but making it look easy at the head of the field. Thomas Scherer making his way towards a checkered flag, just a handful of laps to go. Well in control of race 2. Here, the S1GP of Italy, round 3 of the FIM Supermoto World Championship. A little bit further behind, Pavel Kmart. Again, can't afford to relax, but he's done well to keep Mark Renner-Schmidt, 41, at bay in 3rd in this 2nd race. There's Mark Renner-Schmidt. Oh, back end just lighting up. Not as strong in the 2nd race as he was in Moto number 1. But again, Gianola and Jose Luis Fernandez still disputing 8th place in the closing stages of S1 Race 2. No mistakes this time in the off-road section for the champ. Thomas Scherer on course for a victory here in Moto number 2. And if Mark Renner-Schmidt stays there in 3rd, of course, Scherer will take the overall victory, his 3rd straight win of the year. Not long now, though. There's mistake there from Vladimiro Leone. Bit of a moment there in 7th place. Did well to wrestle it back under control, but Thomas Scherer, no such dramas for him. Just a couple more corners to go, and the TM Factory Racing rider will be looking at taking the checkered flag for the first time this weekend. Nice stand-up wheelie for the 4-time world champion. Thomas Scherer wins S1 Race 2, and with it, he takes the overall. So, results then. S1 Race 2. Of course, we know that Thomas Scherer was the winner. It was a quiet race in the end. Kmar staying in 2nd, Schmidt 3rd, Holbacher 4th, and it was Jimenez coming home in 5th. In terms of the overall Grand Prix, of course, a 3-1 is enough to give Thomas Scherer his 3rd straight win of the season, but he ties points with Mark Rayner Schmidt. Kmar 1 point further back in 3rd. S1 podium looks like this. Pavel Kmar coming home 3rd with a brace of 2nd place finishes. Mark Rayner Schmidt 2nd overall with a 1 and a 3rd. Thomas Scherer 1st with a 3rd and a 1st. Trophies being handed out. Of course, there's Kmar taking his 3rd place trophy. Mark Rayner Schmidt will have something to smile about. Finally wins his 1st race of the year. But it's not enough. He has to settle for 2nd overall in the Grand Prix because Thomas Scherer is once again victorious here at Busca. Of course, he continues to lead the championship, and he has the red plate on the front of that TM as we go to the next round.
Difficult weekend in first moto. I don't take a good start, and after I think 3 or 4 laps, Pavel pushed me on the off-road section. So I restart 4, I think, and I come back. I push so hard, and I finish with him for the victory. And so for the second moto, I start and I push very hard, and I take a little gap, and I win the GP. It's perfect for the championship. I'm very happy, and thanks everybody.
Well, the World Championship standings in S1 then after 3 rounds look like this. Scherer remains 18 points clear of Mark Rayner Schmidt, with Kmar 7 points further back in 3rd. But look at that, just 4 points behind him in 4th is Lucas Holbacher. Jimenez sitting pretty in 5th. And in the manufacturer's chase, it's TM all the way. KTM 2nd, Husqvarna, Suzuki, Aprilia and Yamaha down in 6th. But another win in the books then for the number 4, Thomas Scherer. Join us next time when we go to Poland. That'll be round 4 on the 17th of July. And of course we will be in Poznan. I hope you can join us there.